Welcome, real NASCAR fans, to this week's edition of Real NASCAR Fans Race Rundown and Ride Along as we go to Motown this weekend in Brooklyn, Michigan. Just as Aretha Franklin just said, we've got to give a little respect. The drivers are going to have to give each other a little respect, and the drivers are going to have to give that track a lot of respect. Okay? It's a tricky track. I know it's a little bit different here. This is the third week of 3 different racetracks. You had your triangle, you had your road course, and now we're back to our bread and butter track, the tri-oval. Okay? What we have here is a 2-mile tri-oval, and we have 18-degree banking in the turns, a 12-degree front stretch banking with a length of 3,600 feet, 5 degrees on the back stretch, with a grand total of 2,242 feet long. We have the 55-mile-an-hour pit road speed. And as I'll show you on the ride along here in a little bit, getting on this pit road is a little tricky, and also the exit, you have to follow around the apron, turns 1 and 2, and blend in on the backstretch. So this race was won on fuel strategy by Dale Earnhardt Jr. in June. Defending race winner is Kurt Busch in a Dodge, but it seems that Ford, out of the last 13 races, has won 7 of the last 13 here in Michigan. So the Roush Fords are definitely favored this weekend. But I don't know. Seems like Vickers has a pony under him, so we just have to stay tuned and see what happens. See if those Toyotas can break into the win column here in Detroit, where the 3 main automakers, American automakers domestically, are located. Okay, this track was ground was broke in 1967, and it was designed by old man Moneypenny's boy, Charles. And ironically, Charles Moneypenny is the same dude who designed the Daytona International Speedway. Alright? Which brings me to a question I'd like to pose. Under NASCAR definition, an intermediate track, anything over a mile or less than 2 miles. A super speedway is greater than 2 miles in length. So, what is Michigan International Speedway? Is it an intermediate track, or is it a super speedway? I can tell you now that the speeds that will be reached down the front stretch far and exceed anything that you'll see at the restrictor plates racetracks of Talladega and Daytona. You're looking at 210 miles an hour at the end of the front stretch, and I believe they even said that Vickers was carrying over 200 miles an hour between 1 and 2. Now, brother, that's packing the mail. Alright, on another note real quick, I'd like to introduce the official beer of NASCAR, Coors Light. This is my new baseball cap I got down at Outer Banks. Got the bottle opener right here. I'm going to tell you what, this thing is the best thing since Hans devices and safety barriers. Let me show you how it works here real quick. Put that bad boy up here. Of course, light. Put it right in there. Oh boy, pops the top. Please drink responsibly and enjoy this weekend's race at Michigan International Speedway. Stand by for the ride along, and be advised, this has already been taped, and I'm not drinking and driving. Okay? Stand by. Alrighty. As you'll see, our knee-high septic service Chevy sitting here on pit road. We're ready to roll. Come on, dog, crank that engine. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Let me move you in here a little closer. Alright, here we go. This is the exit of pit road. And as I was showing you how you need to stay down the bottom of the apron through 1 and 2. And blend in as you come out of 2. Onto the backstretch. Alright, we're winding it up. Come through 3 and 4. Get ready for our hot lap here. You want to try to keep the car down on the bottom as you're going through the turns, and maybe one lane up, and stay as high as you can going through the front stretch. Alright, here we go. Entering turn 1. Try to keep it down. Stay in the gas if you can. I had to let it off a little bit. Then you want to give it some gas and swing it straight out to the wall. Get a good run down this back stretch, because you're going to reach speeds in excess of 200 miles an hour here too. Okay, as you're going into turn 3, want to angle it down. Try your best, keep it there. Along the bottom, swing it out top, stay high. A lot of the guys you see in qualifying will go down to the bottom of the apron. What they'll do is get some speed, a little excess speed coming from the top to the bottom on that 15-degree banking. Here we are going through 1 and 2 again. Getting the gas now, swing it out the wall. We're going to have some race scenarios in a little bit. I work my way through some traffic, show you some different passes. I believe we have an accident thrown in there for your watching pleasure. You get into 3 and 4. Okay, we ready to make the pits. Here you're going to see something that's going to be really tricky come Sunday. It's a tricky entrance to pit road. Boom, you're on the banking and then you're down. And you got to get in there quick. Let me give you a different perspective of this, okay? Stand by. We'll go from the TV point of view. Okay, you're going to see how this banking differs as you drop off turn 4. Or the exit of turn 4 onto pit row. Very, very, very tricky. And you'll see how it upsets the car here a little bit as well. Okay, here we go down right there. Now that banking comes to an end, and as soon as you hit on a flat, I was a little bit early on entrance, and I believe that was my main problem. But look for some accidents maybe there, trying to get in under green flag pit stops. And also, along that exit of pit row, as you're leaving, it's pretty tricky, pretty narrow down through there as well. Alright, thanks for riding along, and until we get to our Gladiators Coliseum, known as Bristol Motor Speedway, for the Sharpie 500 this Saturday, until then, God bless, take care.